The Call Room Road to Records is powered by Hoka. I've had the absolute ride of a lifetime releasing these Call Room series around track season, cross country season, and I've always been honored that Hoka comes on and sponsors them, helps me produce the best possible episodes that I can. This year's edition of the Call Room, I'm so excited about. It's leading into the 2025 edition of the Hoka Festival Miles held June 5th in St. Louis, Missouri. This year, the races are literally going to be bigger and better than ever. The fields that have already been announced are absolutely remarkable, and Hoka is there every step of the way. I cannot wait to talk to both the top boys and the top girl contenders as they journey to St. Louis to chase records, to chase history. It's going to be an absolute blast, and I can't wait for this podcast series leading into the historic event that is the Hoka Festival Miles Meet. If you're in the midst of your track season, I highly recommend checking out Hoka's race day products. Join Hoka's next generation of fast family this year at the Hoka Festival Miles, the Summer Mile Club, and the Foot Locker Cross Country National Championships. Enjoy today's episode of the Call Room Road to Records, powered by Hoka.
When I think about it, like I should be able to run 155 back to back. Like I should be able to do that. So like he said, sky's the limit. Like I could see myself running.
Do you guys, that's a 350 mile?
Yeah. I could see myself, like if I got in a crazy race, I could see myself running that.
That was Josiah Tostenson and Tayvon Kitchen today on the Call Room Road to Records. Both of these boys are going to be chasing after history and potentially a new national high school record, as Josiah states in this conversation. Next month in St. Louis at the 2025 Hoka Festival Miles Meet. In today's conversation, we detail their crazy plan to graduate the night before in Oregon, fly in the day of to St. Louis, and go after some ridiculously fast times and try to go after the win in the process. We talk about their collaborative relationship as teammates, how they have both pushed each other over the years to become the athletes that they are today, and all sorts of fun stories along the way. This one was like super lighthearted, super fun. Honestly, my favorite podcast I've done in quite some time. So if you enjoy it, share with a friend, give us a 5-star review, and make sure you are following or subscribe to the show so you never miss another episode. And enjoy today's episode with two guys who could win it all and break records. The man, the myth, the legends, Josiah Tostenson and Tayvon Kitchen. The boys from Creator, welcome to the Running Effect podcast. It's going to be a fire episode. I already know it. How you guys doing this morning?
We're doing good. We're doing great. Well, Sunday.
Yeah.
Nothing more you can ask for. No school right now.
Tayvon, I know that you ran before this. Speak to your lazy teammate not waking up early enough to run with you.
I think it was just poor communication. I don't know. Or maybe he's just being lazy. I don't know.
Tayvon texted me last night. I was already asleep by the time he texted me.
I was like, run at 9.
I woke up like 8:30. I live kind of far from Tayvon, so I wasn't making it no matter what. So I just poured up a cup of coffee instead. And I was like, I'll run later.
Who's the more disciplined teammate?
That guy right there.
Yeah.
You're going to bed early, though, Josiah.
I can get to bed early, but I ain't getting up early even if I get to bed early. Tayvon can get up early and run. I would rather just skip a class and run.
I still got good sleep last night. I think Josiah probably just, I don't know.
I'll find a way. If I don't want to do it in the morning, I'll skip a period. I'll do it running before school, honestly. So I'll get it done.
Are you guys generally pretty good with your sleep? And what would you say of like the quote unquote little things bites you the most in terms of it? You just don't stay on top of it as much as you should.
I think it's good mentally to get good sleep, eat healthy, the little things. I think mentally, I don't really know. I feel like there's been a lot of times where we haven't gotten good sleep or we haven't had the best setup. We've still ran great. I've had like weeks in a row where I've been sick, that, still ran great. So I think more likely it's like just placebo mentally. It gets you more prepared. But I think me and Tayvon try to do everything we can. Obviously, if it affects us too much, then we'll it doesn't really matter. But we try to.
I mean, if something doesn't go perfect, like it don't let it have an effect on you. But I'm scared of not getting good sleep. Like there's I just see something on Instagram or like studies. It's like
you're gonna get cancer if you sleep less than 6 hours
by 60%, and just crazy statistics about getting bad sleep. So I'm scared of getting bad sleep.
Totally. Have you seen the crazy? I wouldn't say they're clickbait because there's probably some truth to them, but it's like your increase of risk of cancer goes up by 790% if you sleep less than 6 hours. And I'm like, great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm scared of that.
less than
Didn't
6.
need to see that.
I feel like if I'm getting bad sleep, I'm like taking years off my life.
Do either of you or both of you have a good story of like what's the least amount you've slept before a race? Why did you sleep so little, and did you perform well?
Before we went sub 4.
Before we went sub 4, we had our flight had gotten delayed and stuff.
Yeah, so we were flying the night before, and our flight got like really delayed, like twice or something. And so we didn't end up getting into Boston until like 4 a.m. or like 3:30, and we didn't get into bed until like 4:30. So we got like maybe like 4 or 5 hours of sleep that night, which wasn't great, but
yeah, I've had races too. Like I know my junior year I ran the pro race at Oregon Relays, and I didn't sleep like that whole night. I was tweaking. There was a time at New Balance Nationals for the 2-mile. I don't know why I got so stressed that it's like because I'd watched Tayvon win the 5K the night of, so it got my heart mad pumping. Like I was like, dang, I'm trying to race. So I was like midnight, and I was just getting up randomly, getting in the shower and stuff, trying to get to bed. Tayvon's just sitting there like, what is this guy doing? But I've had a couple nights where I've literally slept like 2 hours before the race.
Speaking of, go ahead, Tayvon.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think sometimes like we like tell to each other like the 2 nights before is like the most important night of sleep, because sometimes I don't know, the night before there's problems. Like we haven't always had the best night before sleep, but it's always worked out.
Yeah.
Speaking of winging some crazy schedules, which of you wants to share the tea for Festival Miles? Because I think it's going to be a story to tell for sure.
Yeah, I'll go. So we have graduation the day before Festival of Miles. So our graduation is at night. So I think we're like it's at like 8 or something like that. Which might go to like 11. I'm not sure how late graduation will go, but then we'll go to bed after graduating high school, super high note, and then at like we'll have to wake up like 4 a.m. or something, catch like a 5:30, 6 a.m. flight, and get there around like 12 or something like that.
Yeah, and that's same day as race.
So same day flight.
We're flying and then flying into Louisiana and then racing like 5 hours later.
It's gonna be fun.
Louisiana or Missouri?
Missouri. Yeah.
Missouri, yeah.
Wrong state.
Yeah,
I don't even know if they race the mile in Louisiana. I always joke, sorry to hate on kids who are listening who are state champs in those sort of like states, and correct me if I'm wrong if you're a kid from Louisiana. I know of no fast runners from Louisiana. Like that, Idaho. Simeon was a funny one a few years ago in relation to Festival Miles. Like you would have never thought that a kid from South Dakota would be fast. So yeah, maybe we're onto something here, Josiah. Maybe we start a fast mile series in Louisiana.
Yeah, we got to build the sport somehow there. I've never heard from there. I don't even heard of anything about that state in my entire life. I don't know why. I even said
LSU, maybe LSU, Livy Dunn, Joe Burrow.
I was talking about LSU yesterday, so that's maybe why I said it.
Mondo went to LSU.
Oh yeah, he did.
Big champ. Yeah, she did. Okay, so in terms of like how you guys view approaching the race, before we even talk about the race, like what does that even look like 36 hours out in terms of like making sure you're getting your body and mind right? Because this is venturing to new territory. You're going to do your pre-meet, I'm sure, at home. Your pre-race dinner is probably going to be a little different. You're not going to get as much sleep. You're going to nap when you get there. Like, take me through. Have you guys talked about kind of the plan to ensure that you're at least as ready as you can be on race day?
Yeah, I don't think we haven't really talked about it yet, but I imagine we're going to be trying to get off graduation as soon as possible. I mean, still soak it in, take pictures with friends, all that, but then get back, eat dinner right away, go straight to bed, wake up, and then, I don't know, pre-race is going to be weird. The flying is going to be weird, but I think what we're going to try to do is just not really think about it. I think me and Tayvon, we try to just lay around and do nothing before races, and we just kind of like play Brawl Stars or scroll Instagram Reels or just literally just get our minds off it. So we'll probably try to do that, and then kind of when we land in Missouri, that's when we're going to probably like start trying to get up tempo and get ready for the race for sure.
I think the nice thing about like graduation and like all that kind of stuff leading up to the race is it kind of takes the pressure off. Like my mind can be in other places. And I think like while like being locked in and having the right mindset, doing all the right things is super important. I think another important aspect to like racing well is also just understanding that the fitness is there, and what you're gonna do is like kind of already decided based off like your fitness and your training, and you just need to go and execute. So sometimes just not thinking or worrying too much about the race can be a huge advantage.
Yeah, our goal is just to get to the line. If we can get to the line, then we're going to be golden.
I gotta ask, does that BU experience and not sleeping as much, getting the flight delays, I'm sure a lot of stress, adversity, and then racing well, does that give you guys some sort of confidence of like, we've done some version of this before?
Yeah, I think it does. And I mean, I think of course that would give you confidence because we went there and all you could think after that was imagine what would happen if we were feeling our very best. And also, I think our coach always kind of does random stuff and just gives us a bunch of side quests and makes us do honestly really stupid things. So sometimes I feel like we've always just been prepared to just get the worst possible approach to some races or workouts sometimes. But so he gets us ready for anything to happen.
What does that mean? As much as you can share.
It's hard to say. Like he just never tells us anything. We'll spontaneously just be like, "You're racing here. Work out this time." Doesn't tell us workouts, and just it's hard to say. He's just so random. It could be anything from traveling. We'll get like he'll have a terrible plan for how we're gonna like.
We'll show up to a race like 30 minutes before or something like that.
Or like BU, like we didn't know we were going to BU to like 4 days before the race, and then he just got us like the worst absolute flights. That's why we got delayed. So we're all delayed in the airport.
No, I think we had 3 different stops on that flight.
Yeah,
like,
3 different stops to BU. And we're calling up Owen. Owen's like, "Yeah, I've been here. I was here yesterday, man. I had just one flight through it," and something like that. I'm like, "Bro, are you kidding me?" I was like, well. But yeah, so I think that gets us prepared sometimes.
I think it's nice though because also it kind of makes you understand that sometimes plans don't always go perfectly. Like sometimes, actually 100% of the time, you're not going to have a perfect setup for a race. Like something is going to go wrong slightly. You're not going to warm up as good as you wanted to. It's not going to be perfect. And you got to understand that it's not going to affect your race. If you can have a good mental and just be ready, you can race well.
How long of a nap are we going to take after we get to the hotel before the race? You guys nappers?
I think we try to nap. I don't think we get it too often before races, but I think me and Tamer are definitely going to try to nap right after that we get off the flight. So I think we're going to try to hit probably a 2-hour nap and then get up a couple hours. I mean, I don't know how much time we're going to have, but if we're up if we can be up 5 hours before the race, that would be fine. But if not, I don't really know. We're going to have to nap on the plane then. I'm not too sure about that, honestly.
I like napping, but
go ahead.
Never really been able to get a good nap, especially for races. I'm just too nervous.
Yeah, I agree.
Totally.
Summer though, I'm always hitting good naps. Just run crazy nap for an hour and then just run later. But it's super nice.
Speaking of Festival of Miles itself, for both of you, when did you first realize that this event existed, and what was the excitement level this year around choosing to go there?
Yeah. I realized it existed when Connor Burns broke sub 4 there his junior year. I think that's...
Simeon.
No, Connor did.
Well, Connor did it his junior year, yeah.
Oh.
Don't even
Connor
know.
And Gary. He's a rookie.
No, yeah, that's when I first seen that. And then after that, I tuned in every year. And I always thought, it's just a super fast mile race. So I used to even call it a Mickey Mouse mile because I still call it that. I don't even care.
Wait, why?
Just because
it's fast.
It's fast.
That's a term for races that's got pacers and everyone's there, so it's always fast.
Everyone's
it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not.
It's nice racing a Mickey Mouse race because you got pacers.
I agree.
You got lots of racers, but it's always going to be fast.
It's just everyone's going to run super fast there. There's guys that I don't know you would not think is going to run that fast. Just runs crazy, and you're just like, dang, bro, that's Mickey Mouse. That's not. So I'm excited though. I want to get in that Mickey Mouse race, so it'll be fun.
Tayvon, what about you? When did you first hear about it?
Yeah, I was mixing it up with Brooks PR when I said Simeon, but yeah, I think I've known about it since. I mean, I definitely knew about it like a couple years back when there was like 4 people who broke 4 there. But I think I remember even back to like when Connor and Gary did it, and uh, yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was a place to break sub 4. I mean, a lot of people always do. So
Obviously, it's quite a hike from you guys up in Oregon. I always want to say Washington because of Owen, but different state. A big hike for you guys coming from Oregon. I'm sure that kind of has played into the past few years, not going down to race it. Obviously, it's a big journey and a big hike. And also, like, the level of field every year is crazy. Like, I think Anthony Fast Horse last year ran 4:04 and he didn't even make the top heat last year. This year, obviously, you guys run super fast indoors. I'm sure this was kind of marked on your calendar. What does it mean to go there? As you mentioned, Tayvon, 2 years ago, 4 guys broke 4. Last year, Griffith broke 4. We've got 3 straight years of guys underneath 4. And I'm trying to think which high school boy mentioned this stat to me, but they were saying that like of the 28 boys who have broken 4, it was either like 9 or 11 of those times have happened at this race. So how excited are you guys to go to such really the historic mile event in all of high school sports?
Yeah, I think we're super excited because, like you said, so much history there. People run fast there, and what we want to do not at this stage in our career is run fast. So, like we mentioned, Mickey Mouse, like it's perfect conditions there. Pacer is perfect. Competition is perfect. So we're just going there. We're trying to execute and just run super fast, and but mainly just compete with all the good high school competition. This is our last couple races, just being at the top of the mountain of competition and just being competitors. So we want to just go out there and just compete and run fast for sure.
yeah, I mean, it's gonna be fast. It's got a pacer and got a lot of good guys in it. So just being able to go out, compete, and try and run fast times and bring other guys through fast times and just have a fantastic day across the board would be great.
In terms of the field, there are already 4 guys confirmed who have broken 4, you two being 2 of those 4. And then there are a bunch of other guys like right on the line, like 4 flat, 4-1. What's your take on this field, and what do you think can happen? Because I think a lot of times we saw this at Arcadia. Josiah, I'll talk some shit to you in a second about that race. We like you'll get these fast fields and then kids won't run fast. That never happens at Festival of Miles. Like people go there to run fast. You guys aren't going to travel from Oregon to go run a tactical 405, nor would the pacer let you. So what's your take on this field? And let's go over under 5.5 guys under 4 in one race.
5.5. That's a
Ooh.
that one. That one's a good one. I would say
Over.
I would say over.
Oh,
I would say we should go over. If not, then someone just wasn't willing to go with it or something like that because there should be over 5.5. And if not,
I feel like it's either gonna be 5 or 6, in my opinion. It's gonna be. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. It depends, but it could be a lot of people, and I hope it is. So with a pacer and with people who like just want to go for it, I think a lot of people can do it. So
For sure, 5. Guaranteed 5.
what's your take on the field and being in a field that you guys can even confidently state like 5 guys are going to go under 4 in the same race?
It's fun. It's like you never get a race this type of competition, so you never get to just go out there and literally compete with 4 sub 4 milers as it is. So we're just trying to literally bring the best out of ourselves, and hopefully everybody comes prepared and we can just have a great race. And there's really nothing to lose. That's the biggest thing about this race is nothing to lose. We got more season left. We got a long career left. So we just want to go there and just have fun, really.
The question I want to ask both of you is, most people who go to this meet over the years go there to break 4. Both of you have already broken 4. What's the goal going in for both of you?
I think the goal is to win. I think that's the main goal is we want to win it. We want to go 1-2. And I think the time is definitely a huge part. Like I think as we hope everybody wants to go with the pacer so we can make it a great race. But that pacer there is for a reason. So if we can all go with that pacer for I don't know how long he's going through, but for how long he goes through, then we're just set up for a great race.
Yeah, I mean, just having like a field like that and having like a pacer and I think people wanna win and people also want to run fast. So like obviously already having broken 4, maybe like work on that PR a little bit, try and get it lower, and then also try and come away with a win.
Give me a time, boys. Josiah, can you run 3:55? Are you in shape to do so?
I can run 3:55 for sure. I just gotta put together the little pieces, and I can run 3:55 for sure. So I just gotta, if that race, if I'm feeling good, then that could definitely be the race to do it. So I'm not scared to say it. I can run 3:55. So I'm just ready to get in some good races and just prove my ability for sure.
I mean, sky's the limit. Like I don't want to put like a bar and like, oh, this is what I think I could maybe achieve. I want to think like, if in ideal conditions, like with things going perfectly, I think I could run really really well. So with having a pacer, having good guys, I think sky's the limit. If everyone wants to commit, they can really accomplish huge things.
Yeah, I agree. Like even just mentally, like if I say, like when I think about it, like I should be able to run 1:55 back to back. Like I should be able to do that. So like he said, sky's the limit. Like I could see myself running.
Do you guys? That's a 3:50 mile.
Yeah, I could see myself like if I got in a crazy race, I could see myself running that. Like it's not like I mean, obviously it's way harder than you, way harder, easier said than done. But even when I think about it, like it doesn't seem impossible. So like, yeah, sky's the limits for both of us. We're both super fit.
Josiah, should people then be on Allan? Should Webb? Should we call up Allan Webb right now and put him on record watch?
Depends what the pacer's doing. But
I don't know because here's the thing. Like I'm gonna like if one of us was to touch that record, we're gonna have to definitely pull out our best race because like when you watch that video of Allan Webb, like he was a dog. Like he literally closed that last 800, last 400 like a demon.
I don't know what he closed in, but I think it was somewhere in the ballpark of 54 to 56.
Yeah, like
ridiculous close. I mean, 352 miles only 58. So like, it's you gotta it's a really impressive record. It's probably the most impressive high school record. So,
I think like it's definitely the most impressive high school record. But I think when you see guys like Cameron Myers, like 18 running 350, whatever his PR is.
347.
Yeah, 347. Like you can't say that there's not a high schooler that could do that. Like there has to be one of us that if we went to a dark place and just pulled out our best race, there's no way that one of us wouldn't be able to touch that. But I mean, it's just hard to say because that's such a impressive, unique record. Like, and just if you watch that race, the way he raced it is just very impressive, for sure.
I like this up. I now ChatGPT is my new Google. It's so much better than Google. So take this with a grain of salt. Although I think it's going to be right. The splits were 58.1, 157.9, 258.4, and then his final 400 was approximately 55 flat.
Yeah, that's dirty. That's dirty right there. Like, that's impressive. And yeah, like when you watch that race, he's just hawking guys down. It's crazy.
The funny thing about him was he was built like as a high schooler. Like he did not look like a runner.
No, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
He was built, and I forget. I mean, if you could ask ChatGPT, I was just looking up what his 800 PR was 2 days ago or something in high school, and it was like that bro had wheels. It was like 148 or something, and I was like, I mean, like, yeah,
that was a different era.
Era. So I was like, when did he even run that? Did he solo that? Like that's what I was thinking about.
Fastest high school 800-meter time was 147.74, achieved at the Virginia High School State Championship on June 1st, 2000.
State meet? Like he probably
he probably
gunned the
soloed
pace
it,
that, guaranteed. Like so, he had wheels. He was really on a different level.
It's crazy. In terms of like you guys are talking about how fast you want to run, 2 questions for you off of it. What does it mean to contribute to this race? Which I mean, if even if 5 boys break 4 in the same race, like this race will be talked about forever. Even in podcasts I do 2 years from now, like the race that happened 2 years ago where 4 boys broke 4, like that race was kind of iconic and a turning of the tide. And you guys are probably going to be the leaders of this year's race and making that happen. So first off, just like thoughts on being leaders in this high school class, and then secondly, like if you get the pacer to go out at 3:52, which I know he would if you requested it, are you worried at all for the other guys who are like right on the threshold of 3:59 going out too fast and then, blowing up?
Yeah, I think
when we broke sub 4, we went out pretty hot. So I think there's a lot of different ways that you can race it. I think like a lot of people who have broken sub 4 have come through 1200 and like 3 flat or like 301 and closed hard. That's typically how it's done, but I think there's a lot of different ways you can do it. And I think having like a pacer being out that fast won't necessarily ruin people's races. I think that if you let it get in your head like it's going to ruin your race, it can. But like if you know that you can still run fast, still run sub 4, I don't think it'll have a huge effect. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
What's your thought, Josiah?
I think everybody has different strengths, but I think in terms of how they think they race the best. But I think if you look at data or anything, I think everyone would say going out a little bit faster, going out hot is probably better than going out slow. And then I mean, going out on even splits is I think better when you're more of an elite athlete. But I think at this level, I think it's always better to go out hot and then just try to maintain.
Tayvon, Josiah's not looking forward to this part of the podcast. So he came on the podcast and I so explicitly asked him, I said, man, I'm so sick of this shit. Pardon my French. Of these fast boys getting in these races, all the hype, we're going to break records. And then they sit around and do nothing. No, Come to find out at Arcadia, this man talks big game. Y'all sit around. You don't even win the race. What's your rebuttal? The floor is yours.
I'll speak first because I think it was partially my fault that race. Going in with like probably the fastest like 3K or like time overall, I probably should have let it and I probably could have, but I got stuck in the pack early on with not a great start. And then when I did work up to the front, I was like, oh, I feel good, so I don't need to push it. But I think like a lot of people expected it to be fast. And I think because of all of the fast guys and all of the hype that went into it, it kind of scared me and maybe scared the other guys. And like just everyone being so uncertain and like not having someone who took it out early on, it became a kicker's race, which is, I think, still really fun to watch. I mean, maybe we didn't get like records or anything, but Owen ran a wickedly fast time and, closed really hard. And I think it's a really fun race. Like watching Grand Slam races, seeing people close that last lap. I think in order to like win races and be at the top, you have to be able to close hard. And I think those races are actually a lot of fun to watch, but not breaking a record, not doing all that kind of stuff kind of sucks. I think it's partially my fault, but a lot of people could have pushed it. And I think not all races are meant to be record races.
I agree, but I'm so sick of this 2 mile. I get hate every time I say this. Lucas Verzbikis does not belong in the record books, okay? Call me a new head. Call me a hater of that generation.
Lucas Verzbikis was really good.
He was a dog. He was a dog at the time, but this man, Griffith, totally could have broken it last year if he didn't sit for the first lap or 2 at Brooks PR. I think Simeon, if he ran a 2 mile at the end of his season, would have broken it. I know he ran Brooks PR, but like a more of like, again, they kind of sat around for a little bit. You two could 1,000% break it. And if you guys graduate without that record, I will fund a record attempt before you graduate high school.
Well, yeah, I think if me and Tayvon just switched off laps, we would get that. Like undoubtedly, if we just switched off laps or switched off 800s, we would get that record. I just think that hasn't happened yet. And I think for Arcadia, I mean, me and Tayvon were ready to push it. Like I'm not like we are ready to push it, but I think for the whole field to think that we're gonna take it out just from the gun is 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 disrespectful. That is not I'm playing, but like if someone just put the pace on for 800, they would have known for sure. Me and Taven would have went up there and started dictating pace, making it faster. But I just don't think. I mean, I think more importantly, we're focused on winning. Like winning races, records will go down in the future. Winning races are forever. So I think we got in our heads a little bit and didn't want to take it from gun, and then it ended up by 800. By the time we probably planned to take it, already too late. So by that point, I don't know. I was fine with the slow race. I was super confident in my kick. So that didn't work out, obviously. But like Taven said, it's like Grand Slam. I love watching the Grand Slams. Like, would it have been more fun to watch only like two guys say it was super fast and only two of us 5 sub-4 milers survived, and it was for the record, or
yes,
was it more
1,000%.
I think
1,000%.
with 400 to go? Like when I rewatched that race, I was like geeking. I was like, dang, that's crazy! Like all 5 of us right there, 400 to go.
No, what was more fun to watch? Grant Fisher going after the 5K record indoors at BU, or Grand Slam where it was like 6 nobodies in it with a lap to go, running literally what you guys tempo in practice, what high schoolers tempo in practice.
I don't. Maybe I'm just stretching it, but I honestly enjoyed the Grand Slam race more.
Really?
When I see my man Coop Tier rolling down that line to win the race, I was hyped.
I think.
I agree. I think it's a middle ground. Like, here's the thing:
the record attempt is fun, but it's just different. There's different kinds of racing, and I think both have their like place and are both a lot of fun to watch. But like the hype and like the, I don't know, just like excitement from seeing like people just close out the last 400 with everything they have, battling it out is a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. Here's the thing though. With Arcadia, there were enough fast guys that if you guys took it, there would have been 5 guys in it with lap to go. I'm so confident in that.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
So I think you can have the best of both worlds. Like at Festival of Miles, the beauty of it is you guys can go at 355 pace and there probably won't be too much separation until like 200 go.
Yeah, no, for sure. As long as everybody wants to go out with it, then the race should play out like that. And I think it'll be good. And yeah, I think it was just hard at Arcadia without any pacer because nobody wants to be that guy to.
I think at least for me and maybe for Josiah as well, we kind of got in our heads because I don't know if there's like a rumor or something started, but like a lot of people like assumed that me or Josiah was going to take it out hard first mile. And like, just like hearing everyone like, oh, you're taking it out like first mile. I'm like, wait, I wasn't planning on it, but like that just starts getting in your head. You're like, should I take it out? Or like, am I doing what everyone thinks I'm supposed to be doing? You know? So
yeah. Low key funny story. My brother was at that race with us, and because he's been coming around lately watching us, and me and Taylor like just warming up, whatever. And my brother's like, he knows because a lot of them are my friends. He knows some of them. And he's like, Josiah Taven taking out 412. Loki told mad people that, so they were coming up to me and Taven like, all right, so you guys taking it out 412? And me and Taven were like, no, bro, we ain't taking it out 412. Who'd you hear that from? Bro?
Maybe we would have like but everyone like thought we were, so that like totally like made it way
first mind games,
I guess.
Which I don't know.
Well, as long as you guys go with the pacer and don't go out 61s in St. Louis, I'll forgive you. So are you guys running the 2 mile Brooks? Please say yes.
I don't know yet.
There's kind of a dilemma here in Brooks. Slight dilemma.
Okay, what is it?
But basically, I'm trying to get in the 800 and meet director won't let me in. I'm in 147 shape, 148 shape, and he won't let me in.
You're in 825 shape, dude. I want to see 825.
So, I don't know. If I can't get into the 800, I'm probably not going to Brooks, which I don't want to do. But for me, I'm just not. I don't really run a 2 mile in my future for the rest of the season. It's just mile or under. So that's where my training's at. So if I can get in the 800, it'd be great. I realize we're running late, so no hate to the meet director if you can't get me in. But I think
I'll make a call.
I think I know you got the connects, so I had to bring it up because I think it's crazy not letting me in. But Tayvon, I'm not sure where his plans at. I know he wants to race the 2 mile, but
yeah, I'm just excited to race. But I mean, we haven't really like nailed down what like everything for sure yet. Like
Tayvon, I'll make you the first Running Effect NIL athlete if you solo a 2 mile national record at Brooks VR.
That'd be fire.
But yeah, I like the 2 mile. It's a lot of fun. I've been like doing a lot of stuff at that distance, and I feel fit for it. So if I think there's a good field at Brooks, and I think that people want to go out and make it fast and come with me and try and go for hard stuff, then I'm excited, and we'll try and race that. Yeah.
Yeah. Realistically,
or Josiah, you run the 8 and then you come back and pace the 2 mile.
Oh well,
I've seen guys do this.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I would 100% pace it, especially if.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
So Connor last year because the last event is always the mile. The year he ran the 2 mile with Simeon, he flirted the idea of pacing the mile just because some guys in there wanted to break 4, and breaking 4 without a pace is really hard. And then he chickened out because he had all the beef with the youngs and he didn't want to be too sore for the Nike mile, which kind of made sense. But people have always like debated throughout the years, like pacing certain events, and they're generally Brooks people are super chill about letting you do it. So
no, I think that's something I would be down to do. But first, I would for sure. I don't want to end up like Connor. I'd have to talk to my coach because I do have a big race after Brooks a week after. So as long as
one by mile at 4:15, come on, it's nice little. It's like 1/6 of what Galen Rupp used to do back in the day.
Yeah, no, I don't think he'd be against.
That's a little workout. Our coach that likes that kind of thing. If you tell him like, oh, coach, I want to pace, he'll let you pace everything.
Yeah. I'm like 90% sure he'd be chill.
Like at New Balance, I think. Like I did the 5K, and then the next day I paced Josiah in the 2 mile, and then the next day I did the 4 by mile, and yeah, I was pretty cooked after all that. But
yeah, for sure. No, I think we just pace each other. We're always trying to help each other out, especially if we're in different races.
And other guys too. I mean, just like with Festival Miles and like Brooks and any race, like just having a lot of guys be successful and like just prove that we're like one of the best classes ever. I think the more people that run fast, run sub 4, that kind of stuff, the better. I think it's a lot of fun to just have everyone be successful.
Yeah.
Speaking of training, for both of you, how similar is the training leading into Festival Miles? Who's leading these mile workouts, and how have races been going, and what do you feel like the fitness is at?
I think our fitness is at an all-time high. I mean, there's been really nothing slowing us down lately. So fitness at an all-time high. We kind of switch off. I mean, we push each other in different categories of like and maybe longer rep stuff. Tempos, Tayvon's normally up there pushing it. Speed reps, I'll be up there pushing it. So we just switch off, but every workout we just normally go rep to rep. We just share it. Just try
normal
to share
workout. It's like, okay, you lead this one, then he leads the next one. Just trade off.
Yeah, we just trade off.
For the first time, I think like last workout, we kind of went our own separate paths. Started doing like our own different things, and I think as we're like heading into championship season, like some of us, like Josiah, like wants to race like 800 and stuff. Like I'm maybe like preparing to try and race like a 5K or something like that. So we like pretty much do everything together, but we also have like our own goals and like races in mind. So just however we can push each other to our own goals.
Exactly. Yeah. Like even last time, it's like our first time we did a workout separate, like 2 days ago, and because it's just the way our races are aligning, it's just different type of training. But even then, we're still pushing each other in the way of Tayvon does his rep. I watch him. I'm like, dang, he cooked. Let me go. I cooked. And Tayvon's like, dang, he cooked. And we just back and forth. Now we're not even doing the same reps.
It's like I'm watching like Josiah's like workout or like rep, and I'm like getting like FOMO. Like, why can't I be in that rep? Like, I want to run as fast as he's running in his workout. Now I have to go do mine good.
Yeah. So even if we're not, we're pushing each other even off the track. So it was fun.
What's the most impressive split either of you have ran this training cycle within a workout?
I don't know.
It's hard to say.
Like, I don't. The
It
most.
doesn't even have to be a workout. Like if you close with like a fast 8 or a fast 4 or something in the middle of a workout. What gave you confidence? You walked off the track and you're like, sheesh, did I just run that?
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
I think Josiah probably has like. I mean, he's done some faster stuff on the track recently, so like that, some of those are pretty impressive. But I don't know, like the thing that I'm most impressed with for myself, like the thing that surprised me the most was I ran like a 38 or like a 38, 39, 300, which isn't like that fast. It's like 50, 52 or something or like I don't even know how fast it is, but it's like not that fast. But I did that like by myself at like the end of a workout, and it's I haven't been able to run like that fast in the 300 in the past. So just being able to like close hard, that surprised me the most in like recent workouts. But I don't know if it's that impressive. It's really not that impressive. So
Yeah, I think for me it's just been I've had some reps where I've closed out or opened up very fast, and like I could be a 400 to 800 or like a 600 where I've opened up or closed a workout really fast, and that's been where my confidence has been kind of lately. Like I've been like, where my workouts are leading me, I should be able to close out anyone. So that's where my confidence kind of has been.
I think the most important thing, and especially true for our training, is we're less about like running like the eye-catching splits or like the wow, like I'm surprised I could do this. This is super impressive, and more like running what we're capable of a lot. Like just running good splits always. Like just A-tier splits always. Just stacking up good splits. Maybe not crazy eye-catching, like 405 mile in a workout or something. I don't know. We're not running like those kind of things. We're running the things that are perfect for our range of like fitness and are just getting us better. So maybe not like eye-catching, but right in the money spot.
Yeah, we like to we always talk about, let's not try to overdo it this rep. Let's not redline early. Let's not redline at all. Like we're always trying to just stay within our range, but also like Tayvon said, we like to rank our reps. So like we'll do a pre-race and we'll have a couple 400s and we switch them off and we just say, all right, all S tier split. So if one of us goes a second fast or a second slow, we're like, dang, bro, ruin the whole workout. C tier rep. So
or even if it's on, like if it was like not like we came through like 200 a little too fast, or like it was like a little bit yo-yo, like back and forth, like it's not S tier. So just trying to make sure that reps feel smooth, feel really good, and are right on pace. I think that's an important part. Just making sure things are perfect and not overdoing it, but also not underdoing it, making sure it's right on.
Yeah, I think it's fun too. It's made workouts fun. There's been workouts where me and Tayvon have just done all S tier reps, so they're hitting exact.
It's like
splits.
hitting like exact split, like
and we get excited.
To the decimal.
It's fun. It makes the run go by faster because sometimes those pre-race days are boring and you're tired after school and nobody wants to be there. So it makes it more fun.
Let's bring the people back. We'll start with you, Josiah, and then Tayvon, you respond. First impression of meeting the other person, and when was it?
I don't know. It's hard to say because I've known Tayvon for so long.
I know it was mini marathon or 4th or 5th grade year.
4th or 5th grade year, me and Tayvon met, and there's this mini marathon.
We went to a different elementary school. So in our district, there's like 4 or 5 elementary schools, and there's like 2 middle schools and 1 high school, and they all kind of like go together. And we went to different elementary schools, and there's something that they've been doing this for like 50 years, maybe more than that, maybe like 70 years. But it's called like the mini marathon. And the 4th and 5th graders at all the elementary schools go and race it. It's not a mini marathon in any sense. It's just a 5K, like out and back 5K. But all the 4th and 5th graders are like required to like race it. They can walk it, they can run it, they can talk to their friends the whole time and like play around. But I remember like Josiah won both years. He ran 4th grade and 5th grade year.
At 2
Back to back, baby.
Yeah. I got 8th my 4th grade year, and then I got 4th my 5th grade year. And I remember my first impressions was like, because Josiah completely like gapped everyone, like right off the gun. Elementary schoolers don't know how to race, so like everyone takes out the first like 200 in an all-out sprint. And Josiah like still managed to just completely gap everyone. I think he ran. What did you run your 5th grade year? Like 18:30.
18:35K
as a 5th grader, which is ridiculous.
don't play with eighth grade J-Toss, man.
I remember I was pretty impressed with him and like thought he was like super cool and stuff for running that fast. But
Place is crazy.
But that was my first impression. I was like, this guy's crazy, like running that fast.
Yeah, I've known Tim forever, but I think my favorite, like when we really started becoming really better friends, was in like 8th grade. I'd say 8th grade is like our 8th grade class was crazy, and we all became really good friends. But to me, I think just some of my most valid memories with Tayvon is like freshman year, we'd be doing a workout, and Tayvon would try to come with like me and Tyrone, and he would be like just gapped within like 2 steps. And then he'd be like, Loftus, let me do it again. He would go and start falling down and sliding on the grass at the end of the rep, like redlining himself to falling on the ground. And we were just like, this kid is an idiot. But he was like, he was so determined. Like he would, if he didn't make the rep, he'd be like, Loftus, I'm going again. And he would just keep going. And it's a testament to how dedicated he is. Because even just as a freshman, he would cool down. He was the only person who would run with Tyrone. Back then, Tyrone would run really fast, and all of us would be like, nah, we ain't running easy days with Tyrone. Tayvon would be like, I'm going with him, and he would just go. Those are funny ones.
That's what I'd say, though, to freshmen out there listening. If you want to be great, you'll be so sore every day, and you'll probably be like mentally distraught. But yeah, run with the fastest guy on the team until you break or you get more fit. And I think you learn a lot from it.
My coach actually has a video of freshman year. I think it was like middle of track season. I think like Josiah and Tyrone and like the whole team was like just doing like 800 or like a 400 or something. And I think it was only like 65-second pace. And my coach has a video of like them starting the rep and going, and like within like 20 or 30 meters, I was like gapped. And I was just like straining with it. Like I had really terrible form, but yeah, I guess just working hard and like being determined and trying to do the best you can in every workout.
Yeah, our class is just funny because like there's like we have like 6 seniors now that we've all been together since 8th grade. None of us have quit. Like our whole team has stayed together, and we've all been really dedicated. So like we've been like hazing and bullying each other since like 8th grade year. Like we used to wrestle and fight and get in trouble all of 8th grade year, and like it's just literally maintained all through senior year. And like now that's like we used to buzz each other's heads all the time.
There's a lot of funny stories on the Crater team, but yeah, we have a really good class, and we've known each other for a long time. We're really close, just like since middle school, just working hard together and trying to be the best you can be.
Those who know. Crater legacy, those who know. That's all there is to say.
Yes, sir. Ran this full circle, present day. What is it like having each other in practice, to push each other, to run with each other besides Sundays before a podcast? What's this relationship like, and are you guys a little sad it's coming to an end here soon?
Really sad it's coming to an end. I mean, that's literally what we've been talking about lately. We'll be doing a workout and it'll hurt so bad, and we'll just be like, let's just enjoy it. This is some of our last workouts together. Like I mean, obviously I wouldn't be where I'm at without Tayvon. I imagine he feels the same way. So, without him, I might be rolled. Who knows? Like it's hard to say. So it's super sad coming to an end. I know one time we were cooling out down with Lex and Leo. I don't know which. I think it might have been Lex. I'm not sure which one said it, but he was like, you guys, it's going to be really hard for you guys next year. Like, you guys aren't going to have each other. And we were like, that hit home. I was like, dang, that is going to be sad next year. So, yeah, it's going to,
I think that this sport is like interesting because, well, I guess all sports, but more and more this year, particularly, I'm starting to like appreciate like the journey and like the path, like just going to success and like running fast, all that kind of stuff. Just the path, like the way along it, like all the long runs, all of the hard days, all the workouts, all that stuff that we've had together, and like um, just it's all led up to this. Like we've had a long journey, and just instead of like being happy about the races, which you can be, or like being excited, it's almost like enjoying the steps in the process instead more. Just enjoying like every single day that you have. I remember like the other day we were doing like a long run, and like Josiah was like, "This is probably like like our third to last long run ever," and that was just this is pretty crazy. So we're just trying to appreciate like every day, be happy like how far we've come, and really just appreciate the journey to running fast.
Yeah, I think we're excited. It's like, yeah, it's sad we're apart in ways, but we're also like we're excited to have a new journey, and like we both love the journey, and I think we're excited to at NCAA's cross nationals when we run by when we're next to each other 5K in next year for cross. I think that's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun, but it's been a long journey. Like we literally lived together for a month in Provo last summer, and like yeah, so it was just like we're together every day. We were training hard, pushing each other. Taven was waking me up with 4 hours of sleep to go run with the team, and I was like, it's been a long journey. So we're excited, but sad for it to come to end, but excited for the new journey for sure.
Totally. Let's end with some rapid fire questions. Let's keep these as fast as we can, boys. Get through as many as we can. First one, how do you deal with setbacks from injury?
I've not been injured.
I've really never been injured. Me and Taven have had times where we might have had to take a day off, or we had to stop in a rep, and it sucked. Like there's been times where I've stopped and Taven literally stops for me, or like times where Taven's like my knee's geeking and I had to stop for him, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I think like one thing that's nice about like both of us is like when we're doing like a long run or that kind of thing, it's like more important than our own individual success is our success like together, like pushing each other. So like if one of us isn't feeling like the best, we're gonna try and meet in the middle for each other. But injury wise, like everyone's had like little setbacks and like little things that's set them off. Like I've had like knee issues before, like Josiah's had like hamstring or like other problems. So there's little things, but never like a severe injury. But the biggest thing for like me is, just be smart about it. If like the only things that have ever caused injury for me are like things that I'm doing that are stupid, that I shouldn't be doing. So if you're doing the right things, I would say for the most part, you're not going to get injured. And I think like another big thing is also believing that like you can push through certain things, like just knowing that if you're smart and you don't like mess things up worse, you can like still gain fitness and like get better while you're injured.
Yeah, and like there is some setbacks. Like I had.
Boys, you forgot the rapid fire. But keep going.
I had that's
my bad.
But like I had pneumonia. I didn't even make it. I got like last at NXR, didn't make it to NXN. I somehow made it to Foot Locker, got rolled, and then 2 months later, I ran sub 8, sub 4. So like in that terms, like. You just gotta trust in yourself.
Yeah.
Like I was rolled. I took like a week off after NXR. I was cooked, and I had just worked with Taven, try to get back as fast as possible in the safest way, and I just trusted myself. When I came to that first UW meet, I was nervous, bro. I was like, I'm at my home next year, and I had just literally got rolled, and like I was nervous, but you just gotta trust in yourself, and I ended up doing that and running good.
Thoughts on naps? We did kind of briefly cover this, but quick thoughts on naps. Andrew asked.
Love naps. If I could take naps more, I would take them every day.
Yeah, I think naps are nice. I didn't really like them a lot because like the few times I've had experience with naps, I'd like wake up in like cold sweats and like just be super confused. But if I could take naps and like take them well, I would take them more.
Yeah. Kevin asked, who's your biggest hater?
Who's our biggest hater?
Myself. No, I don't know.
Who's our biggest hater? I don't know. Jake Powell.
Let's run. I don't know. No, let's run doesn't usually hate on this. I don't know. There's not usually a lot of haters. I think it's a nice sport, so everyone can be happy for each other.
Our Instagram.
Let's Run would hate on anyone. You can find some crazy stuff about me on there. What'd you say?
The people are Let's Run Arcadia comments.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. I was technically a hater too on the pod today, but I think for valid reason. I think
I'm
still proud of you. I'm still proud of you. Here's the thing. If you would have won the race, I would have shut up. If you would have won the race, I would have shut up. But you didn't win the race, so it didn't work out. Okay, another question. Who has the better riz?
Josiah.
Tayvon.
I'll just say I'm inexperienced in that realm of study.
Josiah, would you agree?
I would say Tayvon. He needs to.
But I'll impress you sometimes. I'll surprise you.
He's working on it. He has a high ceiling. He just hasn't started building yet. But soon, brick by brick, he's gonna be at the top of the game. I'm like a professor in the sport at this point.
Okay, a few more. Jonathan asked, favorite workout they did together / favorite workout memory.
Favorite workout memory.
Ooh, I don't know. One time it was smoky. Like sometimes during the summer it gets smoky in the valley. Like there'll be like forest fires and stuff. So the AQI was too high for us to like run in the valley. So we drove our coach drove us like an hour and a half to like the middle of the woods to do a long run. And I remember that was a lot of fun because
it was super fun. I actually agree with that. We went and did a long run.
And then afterward we hopped in like a creek or something like that.
A creek, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Our good teammate Sean, and we actually went to the well at this long run.
It was bad.
Since we had went all the way up there to run. Loftus was like make it worth it.
It was like an all out long run. It was really hard.
Yeah, it was fun though.
But I guess like every workout where you can just work really hard with each other and kind of just like create a stronger bond, I think that's a good one.
Let's see what else we got here. What's a fun one here? Favorite movie and favorite song?
Ooh, you go first.
Favorite movie, I don't know, like maybe Interstellar or no, Revenge of the Sith. Wait, hold on.
Oh my aura.
Oh, cold.
Oh yeah. Wait.
Came prepared. Came prepared.
One. But yeah, I'm going to go with Revenge of the Sith. Movie, you go movie. I'll think about something.
My favorite movie is either Fast and Furious #1. Paul Walker's the GOAT. Or Fight Club. Tyler Durden, man. GOAT.
What about favorite song?
Favorite song?
You can't really have a favorite song.
Asked me this. One of my friends asked me this yesterday.
What song are you most obsessed with right now?
Right now?
Right now. Ooh. I would have to say Opium Baby. Playboy Cardi.
Man, that's just such a hard question to answer. I feel like it changes every day. But I listened to, what was like the last song I listened to? I don't know.
Josiah, answer for him.
It's like, all right, it's what's that? Kanye West x Neil Vin.
No, not that.
Some funk song.
I don't know. We'll I don't know. Something good.
We'll come back to it. Okay, boys. Final question for you from me. Final takeaway piece of advice to the listener. Whether it's direct advice, whether it's what they can expect June 5th in St. Louis, tell the people something. Close this out.
You can expect a competitive race. You can expect us to bring our all. And you can also expect us to be coming off a flight. So that's what I'd say.
About the race? Yeah, I mean, just every race we go on, it's like just go and try and race hard. And I think I think that's going to be true for Festival Miles for sure. With it being fast, just try and go out there and run hard together, work together, I guess. It'll be a big advantage if me and Josiah can be next to each other and just work together, work off each other.
We're going to feed off each other. So if we can get in our spot and feed off each other like we have in a bunch of our best races, then it's going to be a good race.
Let's go. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for the time. Thanks for the insights, the wisdom, the laughs. And I'll get you boys back on after the season, recapping a 350 mile from Josiah, national record from Tayvon, and me calling Brooks and telling them to put you in the 800. So appreciate you guys. Keep crushing it. And much love to you both for pushing the sport forward, specifically at the high school level.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.